Hello, and welcome to an Energy Connects discussion where we bring you the latest insights and innovation from the world of energy. Our discussion today takes place ahead of the California Hydrogen Convention that's scheduled for later this month. And I'm delighted to be joined by Eric Gutter, Vice President, Hydrogen for Mobility and Air Products. Eric, thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Now, as the world's leading supplier of hydrogen, what is Air Products' assessment of the global hydrogen economy?
Well, I have to say, I'm very encouraged by the state of the global hydrogen economy. I've been in this clean hydrogen role for about 4 years now. And if I look back from where we were to where we are now globally, we see tremendous strengthening of global regulatory certainty, which creates certain markets for clean hydrogen offtake. We see these developing with certainty in Europe, in the U.S., particularly California, in Canada, and in Asia, particularly in Japan and Korea. In addition to that, we see a lot of global subsidies flowing in to support the energy transition to really jumpstart the transition away from fossil fuels.
That's an excellent point. And just diving deeper into that, could you give us a quick overview of how Air Products' low-carbon hydrogen projects and solutions are developing in North America and beyond?
Absolutely. I think, as you know, we have committed to investing at least $15 billion by 2027, with a lot of those projects already underway in clean hydrogen investment. If you think about fundamentally what we're trying to achieve here is a remaking of our world energy infrastructure, creating a reliable, robust, and resilient supply chain and energy infrastructure that is carbon-free. So with that, we have projects all around the world's largest green hydrogen project in the Middle East, blue hydrogen project in the U.S., in Louisiana, another one up in Alberta, Canada, another green project in New York State. So we are developing projects all around the world, identifying the best resources to produce clean hydrogen and adjacent to markets where we need to get those products to. To be certain, we expect to make more investments in this, but this is where we're getting started, and really excited about the progress we're making, as others are making all around the world, to drive this energy transition forward.
That's really interesting to hear. And I just wanted to focus on the industrial decarbonization beyond mobility. Now, how do you see the potential overall of hydrogen and ammonia to decarbonize industrial economies?
Yeah, great question. Because going back to when I started talking about this 4 years ago, it was interesting in that not a lot of people understood hydrogen or its role in the energy transition, and now we see a large global educational effort that's occurred. And now most people around the globe now understand clearly that hydrogen will and must play a role in the energy transition, particularly in heavy-duty transportation, but also heavy industry, in those hard-to-abate sectors like steel making, cement making, glass making, things of that nature. But as you rightly point out, people are just now starting to wake up to the fact that ammonia will play a significant role in the clean energy transition, whether that be for clean energy movement. It's a very efficient energy transporter for hydrogen. We have 120 global ports that move ammonia all around the world today. It's the second largest commodity traded by volume. But in addition to that, it's very likely, or may likely, be a direct fuel, especially for things like maritime and shipping. So really excited about the role that that's playing, and I appreciate you bringing up that point, because people are just starting to learn about the role that clean ammonia is likely to play in the energy transition, in addition to clean hydrogen.
And I think some of this discussion will be, in focus at the California Hydrogen Convention, which is just around the corner, and Air Products is a co-host of this inaugural edition. What are your thoughts, and what are you showcasing at the convention?
Well, we're really excited to be participating in this way in the California Hydrogen Convention. As you know, in the U.S., California is the environmental leader, transitioning their economy to a net zero one by 2045 or sooner. With that, they're setting a lot of policy for other states to follow. But in addition to that, they're really a global policy leader in how the energy transition will occur. They're also, in the U.S., the second largest producer of hydrogen outside the U.S. Gulf Coast. Not many people know about that. And so you have a very large economy leading the way in the energy transition, very focused on hydrogen. By the way, they recently won an award from the U.S. government under the bipartisan infrastructure law of $1.2 billion for a hydrogen hub led by Arches. So you have all of this great leadership occurring in the state, but not many people know or are aware of that. And so my hope and ambition is to just bring about a collective group of leaders, both elected officials, regulators, private industry, as well as the general public, to learn more about the energy transition, how California is leading the way, and how they can participate in that and help really accelerate it. So we're really looking forward to it. Very excited to be participating in the event, and so thankful to California and the city of Los Angeles for hosting us at the conference.
Excellent, Eric, and wish you all the best for the convention. Thank you so much for your superb insights. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you as well. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Before we go, a quick reminder that the California Hydrogen Convention will bring together leaders from government, industry, national labs, NGOs, and a lot more to jumpstart the market for renewable hydrogen. It takes place on May 29 and 30 at the Los Angeles Convention Center, and you can register at californiahydrogen.com. A big thank you to all those watching, and see you soon on another Energy Connects discussion. Until then, goodbye.